So, hello guys, welcome to another weekly trading recap where I basically share the setup that I had for the week and then some of the lessons that I learned from them so you can learn from it as well. So, this week was kind of boring. We didn't have much setups unlike other week. Price action was very, very slow, especially for synthetic indices. I didn't even trade currency pairs at all. I only had few setups on synthetic indices. Okay. So the setup that I had for this week was on V25 1X and I basically shared it on Monday. Okay. I shared it on Monday. So of course we already know we already know what we're looking at for. The first thing is to know where price is coming from and where price is going to. And I already, did the top down analysis for V25 1X in my weekly trading insights, so you can basically check it out. So for V25 1X, price is coming from here on the lower time frame. My POI is somewhere here, and the price tapped on it and is heading towards this point. So the next thing I look out for is a valid entry point, and of which I have to go to the lower time frame to, get my point of interest, basically. Okay, so of course, we already know the first thing that we're looking out for is a sweep, which is this here. And then this is a structural point. And then price broke full structure here. Like I always say, if there's no full breakup structure, there's no need for you to, take this setup. So this acts as my execution area, and then I have it, go to the downside, which is this. Okay. But this was not the first setup that I had. If you watched my weekly trading insights that I shared on Monday, you would have noticed that we had a setup here that I shared. And I said that for this setup to be valid, most times price can take this out and then come somewhere here and then head down to this point. Okay. And then price did something like that. So price invalidated our first POI. This was a tiny sweep here. And then this was a structural point. So price invalidated it even with a valid confirmation. You can see that this was an evening star confirmation. And then price invalidated it and then tapped our POI. Okay, so most people, I dropped a video about this at about Thursday or so. I said most people will call this market manipulation, but market is always saying something, and the ability for you to understand what the market is saying is what will give you precise execution, right? So market invalidated our first POI here. Reason being that there was sort of accumulation around this point, around here, that price want to, take out this liquidity here, and then before going to the downside, price, took out our first POI, took out the liquidity with a tiny sweep here, and then started going to the downside. Okay, but there was no confirmation at first. Like I said in my other video that I dropped, there was no confirmation at first. So price used this 1 hour order block to, go back to the POI and then gave a very valid 30 minutes confirmation, which was this. And then after the 30-minute confirmation, price went for a short. A short. So our entry for this setup, second entry now, because first entry was here, which was invalidated. Our second entry was here. And then you can see price go straight to the downside. So this setup taught us to, try to wait for a valid confirmation. Even if price is leaving your POI, try to still, wait for a valid confirmation, and also try to, study what price is doing. That you're not just trading, setups and all that. So you're not just waiting for a liquidity sweep, structural point, execution area, and all that. But you are still understanding what price is doing at that particular time. Your ability to read what price is doing and then follow what price is doing at that time. Okay. So you can see that this was an accumulation zone. And then first of all, price tried to take it out. And then price was, going down, but there was no valid confirmation. So price used this 1 hour order block, which is here. and then went straight back to the POI and then gave a 30 minutes valid confirmation before eventually playing out. So most of you guys might have seen this and then call it market manipulation, that price is seeking for your stop loss, and all that. But if you understand what market is doing, you will be patient, and then when price presents you a valid confirmation, you basically enter and then you're good. And also you need to learn how to apply proper risk management, because assuming you risk all your capital here, you wouldn't have had another capital to enter from here, and then you'll be in a loss. So preserve your capital, try to apply risk management, and then study what price is doing. Yeah, study what price is doing. First of all, know where price is coming from and then where price is going to. And then when you have a POI, try to study what price is doing. Right? Try to study what price is doing. Now, if price comes back here, I might not be interested in taking this trade, because this would be like a ranging market. This would be like a ranging market from this point up to this point. So the best thing that I will look out for is to see price breakout of this and then give me another setup, something like a sweep. Let me give you an example. Something like a sweep, and then price has to, give me a structural point, and then I can have my entry area. Okay, so that's how I basically trade. Read what price is doing. First of all, know where price is coming from, where price is going to, get your POI, wait for a valid confirmation, know what price is doing. If price is ranging, you have to stay off it. But if price is, trending to the downside, you can wait for a valid entry point. Okay. I also had a top-down analysis on V10. V10 is basically, buying. So I'm expecting buys from next week. Hopefully, if there's a valid setup, I will share it to you guys, right? I don't have any other pairs that I'm looking out for. V51X, I did an analysis on it. So if I see a valid setup, probably by on Monday, I'll share it in my weekly trading insights to anticipate my weekly trading insights. And then if you had loss last week, the best thing that I can advise you is to study your loss, know why the trade entered in a loss. And if there is something to learn from it, learn it, and then enter into the new week with a new mindset. That's why I do this weekly trading recap, so you guys can see the setups that I had for the week, and then some of the lessons that, I learned from it, and ways to, proceed further. Okay, because if you can learn from your past losses and all that, you can try not to repeat them. Okay, so practice, learn from your losses, enter into the new week with a new mindset, and I wish you a profitable week ahead. Synthetic indices is still ongoing, so if there's a valid setup, I'll try to share it on my Telegram for free. And if there's no valid setup, we hope that next week there will be valid setup. We cannot control the markets. We only trade what the market presents. So we wait, stay disciplined, and then see what the market presents, and then we'll enter. Okay? So wish you guys a profitable week ahead, and I'm rooting for you. Practice, and you can get it. You can be profitable in Forex, and I'm rooting for you. I am rooting for you. So stay locked in, guys. See you guys on Monday.